Hi, everyone. It's me, Tim. Today, I want to talk about Fallout random encounters and exactly how those things work. So, several people have asked how they work and what controls them. So, as you're moving across the world map in Fallout, there's a chance, based on the time you're on the world map, that you will have an encounter and it will drop you onto a map. Now, your outdoorsman skill determines how far you can travel per time unit. So the higher your outdoorsman skill, the farther you travel. So when you're picking 2 points of travel, an outdoorsman makes it less likely that you will have an encounter because you're putting in more miles per day. Similarly, Pathfinder, the perk, says for any particular unit of time, the amount of game time that passes is lower. So it reduces encounters as well by saying, Outdoorsman says every day you travel more miles. Pathfinder says it takes you less part of a day to go those miles. So both of them reduce the time unit that will be used to roll a random encounter. Now, regular encounters are based on the terrain, and there are 4 terrain types in Fallout. There's desert, mountain, city, and ocean. Ocean is anything along the Pacific coast. Mountain is anywhere it looks like there's a mountain. And city is anywhere there's a establishment. And those sectors are pretty big. So if anywhere in that sector is a established location, it's considered a city. Everything else is desert. So it rolls those encounters, and then it checks to see if that encounter should be a special encounter. To do that, it uses both luck and explorer level. So luck adds in luck -5. So yes, your chance of actually having special encounters drops if you have low luck and goes up if you have high luck. And then for the explorer perk, it takes the number of levels of that perk you've bought and doubles it and adds that to the roll. So if you have a special encounter, then it rolls to see which of the 6 special encounters you will have. So spoiler, I'm going to tell you what all the specials are, which you probably already know, but it's a 25-year-old game, so it doesn't matter. So there are 6 of them. They are the giant footprint that has the guy smushed with a stealth boy. There's the talking Brahmin. There's the used car salesman where you can get the BB gun. There is the phone booth. It's a TARDIS. There's a flying saucer with the aliens stealing the velvet painting of Elvis. And there's the overturned Nuka-Cola truck. The exact chance of getting these are: there's a 30% chance you'll get the giant footprint, a 20% chance you'll either get the talking Brahmin or the used car salesman, and then a 10% chance each on the remaining ones: the TARDIS, the flying saucer, and the overturned Nuka-Cola truck. Now, the other side of this is, what was our intention on these? Why did we have these encounters? Well, first of all, we wanted there to be combat on the world map just to reinforce that the world is dangerous. We didn't want people to be able to just go back and forth whenever they wanted. Also, the world map, since the world map makes time go by, those encounters will reinforce that time's going by, because if you get dropped halfway through the encounter, you'll see that time is advanced. And if you had any radiation or drug effects, those things would have advanced. Second, random encounters were our feedback to the player that parts of the world were way more dangerous than others. Our world map had danger zones on it, in addition to the terrain. So you'd have worse encounters, more dangerous encounters in different parts of the map. And that was our way of saying, hey, if you head up to the northwest near the military base, encounters are going to get harder. If you have those encounters, you can run away from them. It's easier to run away from a random encounter. And then you don't even have to get to the military base to know you're going somewhere bad. We also wanted to reward exploration, which is why luck factors in and the explorer perk factors in, because a lot of those, especially the special encounters, can give you really cool stuff. And we want to reward exploration. We want that tied into luck and whatever perks you have, so we did that. Fourth, encounters are a really good part of world building. You don't always just want to have everything in the world fixed, but you do want the player to get an idea of what the world is like. So traveling around on our map is where you're going to be attacked by raiders and different creatures. All the different critters we have, the rad scorpions, death claw. We wanted to have those out there to explain to people, like, there is a lot of danger in the world, and these are the exact dangers you run into. So that way, if you run into raiders on a encounter and then you get to a raider camp, this all makes sense. You know, the raiders just don't sit in their camp all day. You've actually encountered them out there raiding. And then finally, we thought this was a really good use of the luck stat. Luck kind of factored into all the skill rolls. I've already done a whole thing about what attributes do, and I talked about luck. But I always really wanted luck to kind of be even meta. So not just something that factors into skills, because a lot of things factors into skills. I liked that luck just kind of poked everywhere, and everything you did kind of was a reminder to, oh, you're a little luckier than average, or you're a little less lucky than average. And the encounters on the world map just seemed a great way to do that. And then finally, I want to talk about the fact that we had things like the TARDIS and flying saucers and the Red Ryder BB gun and other things like that. Yes, I had that rule about humor where I didn't want people to think they were missing out on a joke. So I wanted humor in Fallout to be subtle enough that there was either they didn't notice there was a joke or there was something else funny, and the cultural reference or whatever other reference was being made just added into the depth of the joke. Yes, that's a little relaxed on the special encounters, and that was deliberate. I wanted them to be a little more humorous. I didn't mind if they broke the fourth wall. I never intended any of the special encounters to mean that there really was Godzilla or the Doctor from Doctor Who or aliens in Fallout. I mean, the fact that some of those have been made canon, I guess that's fine. It was never the intention. They were supposed to be fun, a little IP silly, a little fourth wall breaking humor. And that was just something I really wanted to kind of let happen just in the random encounters. Just to sort of remind you, the Fallout world is strange and mysterious. But anyway, that's exactly how and why the random encounters worked in Fallout.